Hey guys, it's Coach Nels. Baseball tryouts will be next Tuesday, September 22nd at 3:30. Make sure you bring your own water bottle, your own equipment, and have a copy of your physical for me. Thanks, guys.
All I hear, go get the money, so I go get it. Hate means I do something right, so I'ma let him. Yeah, I'ma let him, yeah, I'ma let him. I hit the nail on the head, yeah, I'ma let him. All I hear, go get the money, so I go get it. Hate means I do something right, so I'ma let him. Yeah, I'ma let him, yeah, I'ma let him. I hit the nail on the head, yeah, I'ma let him. Early bird, go get the worm in the dirt. I can show you what I'm worth. My hands in the dirt. From where they look when you
Welcome
lie.
to Eagle
A hand in
Vision
your
for
purse.
Friday, September 18th, 2020. I'm Trent, and today's top story hits national health headlines with some encouraging coronavirus news. Scientists at the University of Pittsburgh School of Medicine have isolated the smallest biological molecule that completely and specifically neutralizes SARS-CoV-2, the virus that causes COVID-19. According to reports, the drug has been highly effective in preventing and treating the SARS-CoV-2 infections in mice and hamsters during tests. The drug also reportedly does not bind to human cells, which suggests it will not have negative side effects in people. Some very good news indeed. This year's famous Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade will be held virtually. Officials say that the parade will not be what we've all been used to, but shifting to a virtual format is due to ongoing public health concerns amid the coronavirus pandemic. The parade route will be shortened, and performances will be cut by 75%. The balloons will still be in the parade, however, they will be carried by vehicles instead of balloon handlers.
It's an exciting day here at Horn Lake High. I'm Keyshawn alongside my colleague
Mitchell.
and today we're here in the gymnasium gearing up for the third block PE pickup game. Last time you saw us here for the badminton championship, we were accused of rambling on for several hours with nothing to talk about. I assure you guys we won't be doing that today. Now Mitchell, let's start off by talking about the lighting here in the gym.
Well, Keyshawn, this lighting is a direct derivative from the sun. Therefore, it makes it difficult for the players to shoot.
They can't shoot anyway.
I can't argue with you there.
I think the UV rays kind of like, take the ball.
It is said to burn the players' eyes, making it a more difficult game. That's why they miss so much.
I mean, I just don't see why they can't shoot the ball without shoot in the dark. I think they should shoot in the dark.
They probably have a better luck doing that, Keyshawn.
Because back in the day, I was born in the 1970s, so therefore we used to play in the dark because we didn't have any lights.
Oh. All right, well, enough about the lighting. What about these tennis shoes, Keyshawn?
Well, these days, back in the day, we just wore some bricks, you call them, the Air Force Ones. And, these days, the kids just wear the Jordans, the Michael Jordans.
Yeah, these aren't and ones anymore.
I think they should start wearing Shaqs.
They probably should. Converse would probably do better than these.
Shaq, he can jump real high because, he dunk and break the glass.
Yeah. Well, nowadays they just wear 8 different shoes during a game, and I don't think that's giving them any edge against the other teams.
Well, back in the day, because, I was born in the 1970s, I had to go to Walmart and get me a pair of starters,
Well, it's not that easy anymore. We have to have a $120 pair of shoes to play some basketball.
Well, yep, that's crazy.
These kids these
that's
days.
crazy. Well, Mitchell, do you think these Jordan shoes or whatever they starting to wear, do you think they give the player any type of edge?
Not at all, Keyshawn. They're flopping around like LeBron James.
Lebanon James.
LeBron James.
I don't know that.
Either way, back to what we're saying. It's like they're ice skating out there playing basketball.
Right, they just flop around everywhere. They look like fish out of water, back in the 1970s because I was born in the 1970s. But, I told you, we just wore those bricks, those Air Force Ones,
Converse, Chuck Taylor's is where to go.
See, with the bricks, you had 2 colors. You had white or either black. I had both of them.
What I like about the Chuck Taylors, the Converses, they didn't give you any edge. They didn't help you jump. It was just all about skill back in the day. Now you got trampolines on your feet that apparently make you jump 8 feet tall.
Well, yeah, that's what's happening these days because you just see them flying in the air just dunking the ball.
You're right. Correct.
We'll be right back after these messages from our sponsors.
Do you have trouble breathing at night? Have all those other gimmick strips given you heartaches? Introducing the new revolutionary Neuro Blue Strips from Avant-Garde Solutions. The Neuro Blue Strip is very stylish and is guaranteed to open up your nasal passages. Neuro strips work differently from all the other strips on the market. They use special painter's adhesive to gently pull the skin on your nose and open up your sinuses. The Neuro Blue Strips also feature a new product for women, allowing both men and women to get a better night's sleep. The Neuro Blue Strips from Avant-Garde Solutions. A better night, a better life.
Some extreme side effects that happen in patients using blue strips, including heart murmurs, toe fungus, swelling of the nose, and vomiting. Contact your doctor before you start using Neuro Blue. We're back here live at Horn Lake High School. Mitchell, look at this electrifying crowd we have here
They're
tonight.
great. They're already waiting for that game in 3 hours.
They're ready for this game in 3 hours. You know, they just can't, they don't look any happier. But I want to talk about something more important, the climate and the temperature outside. What do you think?
I don't think it does any good as cold as it is in here. It's colder than my wife's heart.
That's really cold. That's really cold. You know, I think it's going to affect the players for tonight because, you know, they have on those shorts that stop way up here, you know, and then have on the little jerseys and everything. I think it's going to affect them.
You ever been to the Northwest Passage at the zoo?
Yes.
That's what it feels like.
That's pretty cold. You know, I think they should be polar bears because it's so cold in here.
Now, I'm noticing, Keyshawn, this floor is super glossy today. Have they put on some extra coatings of wax today?
You know, since they're buying these $300 Jordan shoes, I think they stick to the floor just a little bit more, you know. They put a little extra wax on it. You know, just like a race car, when you go to the racetrack and they start putting gasoline and everything on the ground.
Just like a race
those cars
car.
Stick, you know. Because some of these kids run as fast as race cars, you know.
Honestly, I think that's where we go back to the Chuck Taylor Converse. You slide around all over the place, showing that you have more skill, so we should definitely go back to those.
And then when they wear the $300 Jordan shoes, they started making the squeaky sound. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
I get what you're talking about.
They started wiping their shoes and everything, ready. But, you know, this game in 3 hours is going to be one not to miss, folks.
All right, well, let's head over to the bleachers where we have some random interviews from the crowd. Help fill some airtime.
Thanks, Keyshawn. Thanks, Mitchell.
We're here with Coach Boyette. So, what do you think about the game this afternoon?
It's going to boil down to attitude and effort. You know, we got to be able to judge and we got to be able to captivate the level of effort and the level of attitude, and we've got to be able to measure that in attitude and effort. It's just what do you think about
It's
attitude
effort.
and effort?
It's effort.
It's yes. Well, I ain't never just attend a game, but it might be all right. I heard they be playing good.
Excuse me, how do you feel about the game this afternoon?
Man, you know, we score, you know what I'm saying? I'm doing what I got to do. Briante, Matt, Shaw, we doing it.
What do you think about this afternoon's game today?
No, Lewis, go away. What do y'all think about the game this afternoon?
I'll be turned.
Well, we're going to take a commercial break. We'll be back in a few minutes to continue our 3-hour pregame right here at Horn Lake High School.
It's now time for today's announcements. Pay attention, we are moving fast. Students are responsible for providing their own mask. The school does not provide the mask for you. You must have a mask to attend school. If you carry a bag, please keep an extra one in there. Students, please make sure you're wearing your mask correctly as well. Students, don't forget, if you have a pending COVID test, you should not attend school until you have the results. Students who test positive should provide documentation to the school and follow state quarantine orders. If you have questions, you should contact your school nurse, Mrs. Cross. That's it for today's episode. Here at Horn Lake, we are better students, always growing and expecting more. Stay tuned for your lunch menus and athletic schedules. We'll see you here Monday. Have a fantastic weekend.
All I hear, go get the money. So I go get it. Hate means I do something right. So I'ma let him. Yeah, I'ma let him. Yeah, I'ma let him. I hit the nail on the head. Yeah, I'ma let him. All I hear, go get the money. So I go get it. Hate means I do something right. So I'ma let him. Yeah, I'ma let him. Yeah, I'ma let him. I hit the nail on the head. Yeah, I'ma let him. Early bird go go get the worm. Worm in the dirt. I could show you what I'm worth. My hands in the dirt. All I hear, go get the money. So I go get it. Hate means I do something right. So I'ma let him. Yeah, I'ma let him. Yeah, I'ma let him. I hit the nail on the head. Yeah, I'ma let him. Swimming with sharks in the tank. Aquaman with how I think. How many could step on the stage and say they taking their art to the bank? You pulling rank, boy, I'm sharp as a shank. Making you step to the plank. The Capitan, come get me if you can. I'ma get you if you can. This ain't a prank. I have you waving the flag. Could say I'm all in my bag. Getting my bags. Never see me getting bagged by the police sitting in the back. Only if it's with a drink. I tell these shorties relax. It's the return of the Mac. You the return of the slack. I let it burn with the facts. Opposites they do attract. I don't go mess with the ops. I just be calling the shots like I was holding the chop. Then I go hit up the block. Cop me a cheese and chop. Probably go get me some top. Release for aftershock. Then I return to the plot. Jacking the gold at the pot. Gotta get it while it's hot.
That's what the love of money does.